Alright, let's head off to our next world.
Look at all those battle level stars.
Yep, they do change the color of them as we get to later stuff to indicate that, oh, we're actually entering a new, like, category of world here.
Nice. So, at first, when you were hitting the boost, I thought the video was sped up. You're going so fast now.
Yeah, Haste 2 is, or Haste G, as I should call it, is pretty good. So last time... Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's fine.
Oh, last time, when we were in Olympus Coliseum, Sora was like, oh yeah, Hercules, what I've learned is that my strength comes from Donald and Goofy and all that, right?
Right.
What I didn't think about was, until just a little bit ago, was that, hey, wait a second, isn't the very last thing that Sora did was to tell Donald and Goofy to sit on the bench while he fought Hercules alone?
Yeah, yeah, it's ironic, isn't it?
Oh.
I said you guys give me strength, I didn't say you were helpful.
That cutscene is actually, can be slightly altered. If you... that was the version that where if you complete the Hercules Cup first, but if you complete the filler Pegasus Cups last, that scene is slightly different. The opening line is different.
Ah, okay.
Here we are. Hollow Bastion.
I know this place.
This might be the best part of Kingdom Hearts throughout the entire series. I'm not sure that anything has quite matched this first visit to Hollow Bastion.
It's really cool.
The atmosphere is perfect. The music is perfect. This Rising Falls area couldn't be a better way to introduce this world and all of the things that it represents. I love the castle. I love the aesthetic. Some of the most important events in the franchise happen right here. To experience this for the first time again would be amazing.
Yeah.
And yes, Sora is walking on top of the water.
Yeah, this place is weird. So, I'm curious... Oh, no, how do you get that?
Oh, I wonder how.
So, Hollow Bastion's a cool name, and I'm curious how that was localized, because I'm curious what it is in Japanese.
Let me check. Oh, anyways, that's how you do it. These bubbles here, you jump into the bubbles, it goes under.
I forgot about the bubbles.
And you can use Blizzard to freeze them and use them as platforms.
Oh, that I did not know. That's cool. And then they melt on their own.
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
They melt on their own?
Yeah, just after a period of time.
Okay.
So I remember when last time I went to Disneyland, which was in 2017, which was just a little bit after I got into Kingdom Hearts. I remember they were in the process of converting Tower of Terror into the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout ride. It was mostly done, and I remember, while being disappointed that Tower of Terror was going away, liking the appearance of the building because it reminded me of Hollow Bastion.
Oh, you're right. It does look like that. You know, I'm not super, like, I think Tower of Terror is literally timeless, and I'm sure they're going to go back to it eventually, but for riding it one time, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride was kind of cool. It makes me realize I'm afraid of heights, but I love drop rides, and I wish we'd have more that were indoors like that. It's so cool.
Yeah, oh, I lost my train of thought. I mean, it is somewhat acceptable in the sense that the one in Disneyland is a very stripped-down version of the full one from Disney World.
I keep forgetting that's still there, thank goodness.
Hey, it's Beast! By the way, in Japanese, this place is still called Hollow Bastion.
Okay, I was just curious.
Was taken from me. I vowed I would fight.
So, Beast's world fell to darkness.
Did you ever get to go there?
Find her.
Yes.
Nice.
So here I am. She
Yeah.
must be here.
In regards to questions of all the other worlds in this game, other than Deep Jungle, every world in this game has been revisited multiple times throughout the series.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, they have definitely gone to all of the worlds of the princesses that are in this game that didn't have a world.
Stop! So, you finally made it. About time. I've been waiting for you. We've always been rivals, haven't we? You've always pushed me, as I've always pushed you.
Riku.
You're free to interpret that based off of your performance on Destiny Islands.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Let the Keyblade choose. Its true master.
Oh my gosh. He stole the Keyblade.
Maleficent was right. You don't have what it takes to save Kyrie.
It matches my
It's up to
clothing.
me.
It actually does.
The Keyblade master
Bit
can
more,
open
better
the
than
secret
Sora's.
door and change the world.
But that's impossible. How did this happen? I'm the one who fought my way here with the Keyblade.
You were just the delivery boy.
So yes,
Sorry.
the lore
This
is
part's
that
over
Riku was always meant to be the
Here,
one to get the
go
Keyblade,
play
but because he
hero with
embraced
this.
darkness while Destiny Islands was falling, the worlds deemed him unworthy, and it went to the next one in line, which was Sora. And right there, Riku sort of exerted his nominal right to the Keyblade.
Huh. So is the Keyblade sentient, or...
To some degree. Also, right there, the in retrospect hilarious line: "There can't be two Keyblade masters." Now,
You guys
the term
should know better
Keyblade.
than that.
I mean, they had certain ideas for this first game, and it didn't quite line up with where they went.
Yeah.
But as the series went on, Keyblade Master would mean something very specific. I think that the right thing to do for this game is whenever they say Keyblade Master, substitute that with Keyblade Wielder.
Right.
Why did you come here? I came to fight for Belle.
So, even though when I first heard this, I thought that this was a recast, I believe that Beast here is reprising his role from the film. It's Robbie Benson.
That surprises me.
Yeah, there's something about the performance that's a little off. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that this is his film actor.
Me too. I'm not gonna give up now.
Because-
I came here to find someone very important to me.
Listening to Robbie Benson's normal speaking voice, it is kind of amazing that he can do the Beast voice at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's
So this is
I
a
don't know.
very Oh, so there's the White Trinity right there. So this is a very unique and memorable setup that I don't think is ever repeated again. We are left with no real weapon, limited means of defending ourselves, and we have one Disney party member and no Donald and Goofy to sort of improvise our way through the next section.
It's pretty cool, honestly, because not a lot of games do this, and the one I come to think of is Metroid, but that more starts you off and then you lose some stuff. This is like 2/3 through your adventure, and then you lose. Can you even use magic right now?
Yes, magic. So the wooden Keyblade isn't completely worthless, but it might as well be with how low its attack power is. But magic is still just as powerful as before, and so it and Beast are going to be your main ways of getting through for the next little bit here.
Okay. Because you could be
But
like, oh, the Keyblade is how he's using magic, but I guess not.
No, I think it's a very good medium or conduit for magic, but it's not required. Oh, I accidentally used Strike right there.
Oh no.
And this is where the only usage of triangle in the original game can come in handy, as when you're locked on, pressing triangle will cause your party members to attack whatever you're locked onto.
Oh.
And so you can use that to sort of direct Beast around.
Oh, I did not know that. I hate these guys. Ugh.
As you can see, gravity is really good. But yeah, the taking away the Keyblade and all this stuff, it really raises the stakes for what should be a very climactic world, even though this isn't the final area we go to. It is probably the most important.
Right. That sign said check the base level first about that door being locked?
It's giving you a little hint on how to go. We need to move forward through that door, but it's locked.
I completely read that sentence incorrectly. I was picturing like, oh, you're at your base level. No, they meant the bottom of the level. Ugh.
Yeah, the base level of the castle. So, at some point in development, Riku was originally imagined to also have a Keyblade as his main weapon alongside Sora. I presume that was changed as they further fleshed out the ideas and lore surrounding the Keyblade, but still sort of kept the idea of him being the intended Keyblade wielder.
It's interesting. Had he not succumbed to the darkness, I wonder what Sora's role in everything would be. Would he just maybe not even make it off the island?
Maybe. Probably just get stuck in Traverse Town and have to wait while, and hopefully meet up with Riku at some point.
Right.
That's probably been a fan fiction at some point.
Yeah. Along with that woman, I'm sure. Oh, no. I still need to read that manga that you sent me. I will do it after this part. I've been meaning to do it.
It's funny you should mention that, because I actually looked it up. So I think I pointed out that lady in Traverse Town that is supposed to be that prostitute from the manga. However, apparently that's not the case. The manga character has a different outfit and hair color. But, I mean, that lady in Traverse Town is, like, standing on the street and such. Like, you can see why that confusion would be made.
Heaven forbid a woman stand on a corner. Gosh.
So right there is a block puzzle that you can completely ignore.
Oh, because you can glide, or?
Because you can just glide from one place over to the other.
Yeah.
I never do it. You just need to hit the 2 switches and come in here.
I swear, I'm gonna think of a game where they do this, where they make you have to fight tooth and nail without your cool stuff. Like, it's like, oh, this is gonna bug me, but I swear there's another game that does something like this. It'll come to me. Or it won't. That room has... I really love it when metal has, like, cool decorative crap on it. And I always have to think, when people design areas, like, how many iterations of, like, this particular gate did they go through? Or little stupid things like that.
Yeah. Concept art can be very interesting to see, like, oh, hey, this is what this looked like at some point.
Speaking of concept art, as a connoisseur of coffee table concept art books, I wonder if I bet there's some pretty cool ones for Kingdom Hearts, I'd imagine. At least maybe there was in the past.
I'm not sure how much concept art stuff has been released to the public, but there was the release of 1.5 on PS3 that the game case doubled as a mini art book.
Right.
I have that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is another little thing that Beast can do here in Hollow Bastion. Is if he's in a party, you can have him destroy these like walls.
That's very handy. It's very Knuckles-like.
But what kind of kills me about it is that there's another Trinity in here, and so you have to... If you don't get that wall, when you come back, you need to have Beast open it, and then go back and then have Donald and Goofy to activate the Trinity, which is why I make sure to open it here. Although we're not far from a save point, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, so you can... Because I thought maybe Beast wasn't always available, and you could just get locked out of this Trinity.
No, he's I mean, a little bit of a spoiler, I guess, but later we meet back up with Donald and Goofy, and then you can swap in Beast just like all the other party members.
I mean, the very fact that sequels to this game exist are spoilers enough for anything that could happen.
Yeah. So this button puzzle is not nearly as difficult as it appears.
Okay.
Just sort of keep pressing them as they come up. And I think behind one of these gates is a button. I think it might be the one behind me here. And there is no way to access that button.
Oh.
It's a dummy. It's a red herring. Don't worry about it. The only thing here in this area is this bubble marks the end of the maze.
Okay.
We go forward and then we'll go back through, and then there's no reason to ever come back here again.
Other than the Trinity? Oh wait, that's
Trinity is before the maze, so
okay.
Yeah.
I'm impressed they put so much detail in the mechanical aspects of some of these switches.
The idea of Hollow Bastion being this giant steam machine of some description is a very important part of its identity, and it wouldn't be the same without it. Like, the castle is like split down the middle, Two-Face style, with like a bunch of machinery on one side. It's great.
Yeah. It almost feels like a dark version of the Gizmo shop in a way.
Oh, you're right. I never made that connection. And fortunately, you don't have to press all of the buttons to get back through here, just a couple of them.
Ah. I appreciate puzzles that do that.
I mean, when I was planning out the... Oh,
sorry, Beast.
When I was planning out the playthrough, I did make sure that I was pushing the buttons in the most efficient manner. But it's just press these two, and then you can go back through.
Seeing Beast get aced out like that makes me wonder, please tell me... Then again, maybe I want to be surprised for this when I play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I hope they have a joke in the Monsters, Inc. world where Mike gets his face covered. You have to do it.
All right, well, by activating that mechanism back there, we've unlocked the door to the castle, so we can go back up.
So what are these stupid things called?
These are Dark Balls, and I believe that they are the second Pureblood Heartless that we have encountered in the game, other than after the Shadows. Little guys.
Yeah, I do not care for them.
They are, they can be quite troublesome at times, but they become a staple in the later parts of the game.
You know, seeing money, just M-U-N-N-Y money, I want to see if anybody's made any replicas, because it's such a funny idea of your currency is, like, spherical. That just seems strange.
Yeah, I want to say that they figured out very early on that they wanted all the pickups to be circles, and so they had to figure out a way to do it. I mean, the item boxes are boxes, yet they're spherical.
Huh.
So I don't know, it seemed like possibly a technical limitation or just a thing done for efficiency that they were able to be very creative about.
Yeah. Maybe they had like a unified design aesthetic they really wanted. So is this guy... No, he has a head separate from his shield face.
Yeah.
It's not Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm. There they are.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 princesses. And Kairi.
Oh, purest of hearts, reveal to me the keyhole.
I mean, Maleficent's been... she's been busy, and she's, like, been doing everything right.
Yeah, I do love a villain that makes no mistakes.
With all the gains we've made, we've only been taking down all of the other minor villains. She's always been turning every situation to her advantage.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why I liked Thanos so much in Infinity
Beyond
War.
the guard, They're close.
Oh, back when the MCU was
ready for
good.
that?
I've been seeing like at least a dozen Endgame video essays now about talking just how bad that movie was.
I don't think it was bad, but it was definitely underwhelming.
Oh, Beast. He's going Beast mode.
Oh, great. Now I'm without an ally.
No, not without Kyrie.
The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness
So
may
this is
destroy my
the
body,
embodiment of
but it
Riku's
can't
dark
touch my
powers.
It looks so
My heart will
stupid.
stay with my friends.
I know
It'll
some
never
people
die.
don't like it. It's really grown on me. The grass skirt thing might look a little weird. I like the muscle parts of it.
I mean, I do like buff Riku.
Go anywhere.
Okay, listen to
You
this.
betray your king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, because he's become one of my best buddies after all we've been through together.
So that was a very botched line reading.
Really?
Because Bill Farmer put the emphasis on betray. He really needed to put the emphasis on Sora. And as a result of that, my brain short-circuited for years and couldn't quite parse what he said. I thought that he was like, no, I'm not going to betray Sora, but I'm not going to betray Sora either. Even though Riku said, you're going to betray your king.
I've got a better
Like, they were
weapon.
both talking about betrayal.
My heart.
Right.
You put the emphasis on the thing that's
Your
different,
heart?
and the difference is
What
who
good
they
will
were
that
talking
weak
about.
little
He's like,
thing
well,
do
I'm
for
not going to
you?
betray either one.
Although my heart may be
So
weak,
that's another
not
example
alone.
of a couple
it's
of lines in
grown
this
with
game
each
where
new
they don't
experience,
deliver them
and it's
right.
found a
Yeah.
home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then,
In
if
fact,
they
the
don't
only
forget
way
me,
that that line could have made
then our
sense
hearts
is
will
if
be
Riku's
one.
question was, you're not going to
I don't
help
need a
Sora?
weapon. My
Right.
friends are my power.
So yeah, and I don't blame Bill Farmer for that. That's the
Oh yeah, it's
That's the voice
usually the
director's
voice
fault.
director's fault. But I like the reading because it almost is like, I'm not gonna betray Sora, like in the sense of like I can do both. I won't like supporting
it
the king.
sort of
is
makes
not-
sense, but
it's
it's clear
see
that
what
the
you
writer
mean.
had one thing in mind, and that
Oh, for sure.
the voice director didn't do his due diligence in making sure that they were delivered the right way.
So this fight is tricky.
And I made it trickier by switching to the default Keyblade for. I didn't want the big moment to be, oh, Sora got the Olympus Keyblade back.
Right. So what do you think about Riku's Soul Calibur wannabe looking sword?
I believe that one is called. That might. Is it called Soul Eater? I'm trying to
Oh,
remember
if
what
it is,
that
that's
weapon
so
called.
funny.
I'll look it up, but I really like his weapon, and it's not a Keyblade, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And he still has this weapon all the way through. I believe in a Kingdom Hearts 3. He just never uses it.
Oh.
I believe in Dream Drop Distance he shows that he still has it.
It's like, Sora, a pretty goth lady gave me a sword. I'm not throwing this away for nothing.
So yeah, this fight gave me a little bit more trouble than usual, and I think it's because I'm using the Kingdom Key.
Right. So a
But yeah,
strike
here I'm
rate is
using
really
strike
good
rate.
for this, right?
Yeah. Strike rate's just generally good because of the its ability frames, and as Riku is a character that tends to stay on the ground, you usually aren't going to live with it. Yeah, right there.
2,400 points. Wow.
Decent EXP, yeah. Yeah, I'm just so hard on that Goofy line because this is one of the most important scenes in the series, and it gets referenced back to all the time, and it just sucks that there's that little issue with it.
So your heart won this battle.
Another awkwardly delivered line by Beast.
It
Oh,
sounds like somebody doing an impression of Beast's voice. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, one second. I'm going to look up both the name of Riku's weapon and make sure that I'm right about Beast's voice.
I didn't know you could break that pot.
Yep, Riku's weapon is called Soul Eater.
Oh my gosh. Isn't the name of the sword in Soul Calibur Soul Calibur?
I believe it is, yes. Soul Eater is an anime that I have seen.
Right. Which I feel like I confuse Soul Eater with Fooly Cooly for no good reason. Every time. I love the teal with the dark fuchsia and then purple like gradient. Like that is just that is peak right there on that door. I love that.
Yeah, I am seeing only one person. Oh, and here's a chest that I don't think I knew about until this playthrough. I am seeing only one voice actor credited for Beast at all, and it is his film actor, so yeah.
Man, they got him for the terrible, terrible winter. Like, there's two Beauty and the Beast sequels. One not so good, and the other really, really bad.
Yeah, I believe at least one of those is straight up just 3 episodes of a TV
pilot.
series that never got released.
Disney did
they
that
just
a lot.
crammed into a movie. They really wanted to capitalize on their animated classics for a TV success, and they just could never quite turn it. At least not in the way they wanted.
I mean, the problem is like when you have your series set like during the events of the movie, it just gets so messy. Like, ugh.
Oh yeah, so with that fight against Riku, there was for a very long time a rumor that defeating Riku on Destiny Islands would make the fight against him right there in Hollow Bastion harder, but that has been debunked.
Okay.
Also, I hate these things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just a total coin flip if they'll come
That's
around
awful.
and give you what you want. I've sat there flipping these things like 5, 6, 7 times before I finally got it.
Sorry, you don't have to do that. So when I was a kid watching my friend Alma play this game back in the day, I thought this was Belle's library out of like a glance, because I didn't know what Hollow Bastion was.
Belle does show up here later, so that confusion is understandable. But yeah, and I think having Beast here of all characters fits very well. This area feels very imposing, like, Beast could be in his castle in Beauty and the Beast. He fits here.
I just had a funny, stupid thought. I don't know what they did for the Beauty and the Beast world, but if Sora, Donald, and Goofy, to fit in, were turned into, like, furniture, that would be so good.
Man, what would Sora be? A coat rack so that they could have a stupid wig on it for his hair?
Oh, I was gonna say, to try to, like, fit in with the whole, like, him being an anime Japanese character amidst a bunch of Western characters, have him be a Katatsu.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Terrible.
Or some other kind of Japanese furnishing.
But then you have to, like, imagine how that would animate. Oh, man. Then again, they got an armoire to, like, go into battle. I think they can figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Unfitting sound effect for this area.
That would be a fun doorbell chime to have.
That would.
Sadly, my Ring doorbell does not let you customize the noise. In fact, it's kind of garbage.
I mean, I think most doorbells, even digital ones, just pass through to your regular doorbell installed system.
They're supposed to, but for some reason, our house just... I think it's the wiring is super old or something, where we just couldn't do it. So we ended up, like, using... It's really jank. We wire it through our Amazon Alexa to go off, but it never wants to work. It's such a pain.
So I like this little puzzle here with the books and the moving bookcases. I kind of wish the series would do more of this. The puzzles don't need to be exceptionally complex. This is not hard. Just put the colored book where it goes. But it makes this little area a little bit more memorable, more interactable.
So, do these names have any significance, or are they just funny fantasy names?
I want to say that there is some significance to it. That was... Let me look at the next name. It's Nahara. Let me
we have
search that.
Saleg, Nahara.
They are Middle Eastern / Hebrew words, and they translate to things like sun, planets, or words like hunter or god.
That's
so
cool.
it's using like Jewish Hebrew stuff, which is pretty common for fantasy works to take from sources like that. Like how many times have you heard a world called Yggdrasil?
That's Jewish?
No, I think that's from Norse mythology.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're
but still,
right.
it just
You're right.
grab random things from random mythologies or religions or cultures and for a little bit of flavor.
I think of the memes of like Asian tattoos or signs that will use English words in ways that are like nonsense because they look and sound cool.
I mean,
I
how
love that
many
stuff.
people are in America are walking around with Asian character tattoos that they have no idea
Yeah, it
they
goes
mean. So,
both ways.
absolutely. I remember seeing a meme about a conversation on 2chan, which is kind of the Japanese equivalent of 4chan. 2chan. 4chan was made specifically to be a Western version of 2chan. I understand.
That's weird, but it makes sense.
I'm sure that they have evolved in completely different directions, but it was a board about talking about Western cartoons, and these Japanese fans were talking about Western animation and arguing about it in exactly the same way that Westerners talk about anime, and it just warmed my heart that some things are universal.
Yeah, it's much like how people fight over the King of the Hill. You have to watch it like subbed. I love that so much.
I remember specifically he was like being like, "Oh yeah, I bet you're a Western animation fan. I bet the only thing you've ever seen is South Park, poser."
Of course, now that we've said 4chan and 2chan, and I know of 8kun, this implies that the 1chan is real. Like, I wonder where 2chan comes from, name-wise. Of course, then
we managed to talk over the entire absurdly long elevator.
Thank goodness. I mean,
I
did you
remember doing that
fast-forward
and being like, I fast forwarded the trip back, but we will actually be going on it again later. But it's just incredible to me that they specifically put in that elevator and made it so that you cannot speed it up at all.
It's terrible. Okay, you mentioning that, I've been talking about using Dumbo to speedrun this game. It's these elevators that inspired people to be like, we have to figure out how to skip this stuff. This is unacceptable.
Now, granted, neither trip of the elevator is required. It's all just extra stuff.
Right, but there is one elevator trip that we will get to very soon.
Yes, that one.
Cowhead.
So for this playthrough, I've, as you've seen, I've tried to use the Disney party members wherever possible, but that Trinity is required, so I gotta have Donald and Goofy around.
I'll be honest, unless I really liked the partner, I usually tried to just stick with Donald and Goofy.
I mean, from a purely mechanical standpoint, that's usually the right move, just because you can use Trinities. And they're not always that useful, but I mean it's fun. Like I'm in.
Oh sure.
I'm in Agrabah, and you let me use Aladdin, and you're.
Yeah.
I want to use Aladdin.
I mean, I'll admit I had Ariel out whenever I could. I won't deny that.
Oh, and Atlantica is the time where that's most acceptable because there's only one Trinity there, and you can't get it until like the end of the game. Because we only just got the ability to unlock white trinities.
White.
Now, that said, Beast can be somewhat problematic because of how big he is and because of how low the camera is. Sometimes he can just get in the way.
Yeah.
They figured out in this game that the camera was too low most of the time, and it was too easy for things to get in the way and like party members to obscure your view, and it was all part of the learning process of this still relatively early era in 3D. For later games, they made sure to zoom the camera out and have it pitched up higher.
So, you know how you use thunder to make those platforms go?
Yeah.
That is another function or faction of them trying to basically, what's the word I'm thinking of? Sequence break this place. Basically, they're like, well, it's there if we can activate it from below. But, ooh, here we go.
Why? It was mine.
Know this.
Oh.
The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
Hey, it's that guy from the beginning of the game.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For
Yes.
that instant it was.
Yeah, bro, you ain't got it.
However, you can become stronger. You showed no fear in stepping through the door to darkness. It held no terror for you. Plunge deeper into the darkness.
Become more evil.
Do it.
What should I do?
It's really quite simple. Open yourself to the darkness. That is all.
Okay, but like,
Let your
how,
your
man?
being become darkness itself.
The vibes were horrendous with that guy.
Ominous.
See ya!
Man, he just knocked the gravity right out of me.
Yeah. Oh no, we got little wizards.
I hate these things. They have a tendency, if as soon as you complete a combo against them, they teleport away, and they have a tendency to do this move with them casting lightning in where they are completely invincible.
But 108 experience is a lot for one guy.
It's not bad at this point in the game, but they're usually more trouble than it's worth if you can farm something else. Because they also, while they're in the process of teleporting around, they are completely invincible until they land. I don't know, they're just a pain.
They're
They're immune to magic. Eh.
Wizrobe looking son of a guns.
Yep. Comparatively, while these guys, the Guardians, they gave me a lot of trouble when I first played the game because they hit like a truck. But as soon as you figure out that you can use gravity to decimate their HP, they become much more manageable.
I love on the pillars the little like starry circuitry inside them. Like I think I think that's what it is. Is this place is so anachronistic. It's like it's ancient, yet it's far too advanced. It's like the most advanced area in the game, but it's the most ancient area in the game at the same time.
Yeah, the lift stop here, which every time you go to the lift stop, which we'll be going here a lot, is the same area, just with different walls preventing you from going to different places. The lift stop is quite cool. I like it.
Yeah, and it is, once again, another aspect of this area that's the bane of speedrunners.
Yeah, a lot of little cutscenes here.
But also, it's like, if we could just find a way to, like, get through
just
these
clip
walls.
through this one wall. And some of them, it's just gravity that's preventing you from going from place to place. So if you can jump up high enough, you can sort of
And that's how
cheat it.
Dumbo lets you cheat.
Yep.
But it's not easy. In fact, I think
This
it's
place
still...
look a little familiar?
Ooh, is this the basement?
Yep. In fact, right over there are 2 elevators that bring us back down to other areas, one of which is the dungeon. So this is a shortcut we can open.
Oh, nice. Do you get the Trinity? Well, I guess you'd have to
Not
get
right
a
now,
save for that.
because I don't have goofy with me, but it's not a terribly important trinity. But of course, the prize isn't the matter. Isn't what matters? It's the fact that it's there and you can get it.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Spoken like a true video gamer. I gotta checklist up everything, I guess. Oh.
All right, we got a key, Flame Princess. Oh, does that mean we have to go back? It's we get to go back. Like, you can't tell me that episode wasn't just what it's like to play video games with your girlfriend who doesn't understand video games yet. No. Anyway.
See, it's lines like that we get to go back where you know that it is someone who really does understand video games rather than someone like a boomer really trying to but not understanding it at all.
Oh, yeah.
And still being like, it's like the Pac-Mans, right?
Yeah. So, I've been wondering, how do you know the name of all these Heartless? Like, where's that information?
It's in the journal.
Oh. Is
And,
the journal
despite-
a model viewer?
Yes, it is. Despite the my mod of localization, I changed very few enemy names throughout the series. They're mostly consistent, and B, the games share fewer enemies than you might think. It's only really iconic ones like soldiers and shadows that tend to be in multiple entries. And those ones, there's rarely any problems with their names.
What's the name of the, like, just basic Heartless, the first one you see?
Shadow.
Ah.
Because they sink into the ground.
Right. I don't know why,
Which
but they remind me of Stitch a lot.
A little bit. Which they, up until Kingdom Hearts 3, they were always just a flattened texture on the ground. They just took the model and flattened it. It wasn't until 3 that they made them into actual rendered shadows on the ground when they sink into it.
Oh, that's cool.
Although Kingdom Hearts 3 was the first game that was developed for something more powerful than the PS2.
Right. Do they ever let you, like, attack the shadows when they're in the ground, like, in the series, or not really?
Kingdom Hearts 3 gave you away.
Yes!
Not that it matters all that much. The only time where I felt like you really want that and miss it is in this game.
Yeah, because I like the risk-reward of that. Like in Metroid Prime 2 with the Ing, the fact you can shoot them when they're blobby, I'm like, thank goodness. But although it's really hard, I'm always terrible at it.
Yep, and I've done this a couple of times already, but with these chests up on these platforms, use gravity to bring them down to the ground.
Yeah, I would not have figured that out without accidentally seeing it on YouTube.
Although you do have to lock on to it to cast the magic, but you have to unlock on in order to open the chest.
So we talked about before how the implication that Hades is in fact the underworld for Kingdom Hearts universe potentially, and it got me realizing.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
the underworld.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever called Hades. Hades is just who manages it.
Oh,
but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm
being pedantic.
There's a word I'm missing in my vocabulary.
I mean, that place has been called Hades in various forms.
But then there's
and,
Hades
instances.
the guy, so I don't know how I'm... Anyway, that was cool, Donald.
Kingdom Hearts just never calls the underworld Hades, but that's not an incorrect thing.
My point is, throughout this game, is there any, like... Because, that implies there's the Greek pantheon of gods as well. Does Kingdom Hearts ever delve in any, like, creation myths of its own making, or does it never really bother with any of that stuff?
I mean, it does talk about the origin of the world. Like, we were in the library, that was that cutscene from earlier with Kairi and her grandmother, and she talked about the creation myth of this universe.
Right, okay. That's right.
It's more of how the current world came to be rather than something more fundamental about how existence came to be.
Right.
She was talking about how all the worlds used to be one, and there was light and darkness, and people fought over the light. Then it split. Well, anyways, we will continue with our long elevator ride next time.